my beautiful YouTube people. So, if you're not one of my like 3 fucking subscribers, you should totally subscribe to my page. Haha. Anyways, so today I'm kind of just gonna ramble on a little bit for a second. Just kidding. But has anybody else's life been like completely weird and crazy? Like, especially if you're in a twin flame relationship? Because mine, yeah, me too. Anyways, so for the past couple weeks, everything just started going crazy. Like, my son busted his head open. I lost my phone slash kind of got it stolen, which if you want to know about that, I'll talk about that in another video. I got hit on by a girl at a bar on Valentine's Day, like really creepily freaking hit on when I was with my boyfriend at the bar, which was just weird. Um, me and my boyfriend were kind of fighting my twin flame, my lover, my world, my hopefully future husband. Yeah, just everything. We usually don't fight that bad, and like the last couple weeks, like we just fought randomly over stupid shit that we would never fight over, and like our fights went to extremes that we usually don't ever call each other's names or like get in really bad screaming matches, but it just seemed like our energy was all crazy and off and like I don't know, just craziness. And then everything started getting really good. Like our financial situation went up and we had just like blessings and we fell back on like a really good level. And spiritually, like personally within myself and himself, our chi and our energy and our balance is so like back on point. But I just found it weird. It seemed like just like a big test of our relationship and of our faith and our spirituality and our one like connection to oneness and I just want to like say to you guys, you know, if you're experiencing trials and tribulations, everything ends and everything's for a reason. And we're just kind of sitting back and laughing the other day, kind of like, oh well, like we look at how good everything's going now compared to how it was going. Like we just got to keep our faith up and keep our balance up and not freak out when little petty things happen and be grateful for everything that we have, which we've always been that way. And that's always been something that grounds us and connects us because we are both that way in our lives. Um, so, yeah, just hang in there. And yeah, I really want to know, like, if you guys want to comment or something. Has anybody else been experiencing something kind of like that, like a test or in your twin flame relationship or just in your ordinary relationship? All my videos are kind of for both twin flames and regular normal relationships or soulmate relationships or just people who are spiritual and are in a relationship and trying to figure things out. So topic number 2. So I want to talk about astral projecting, and this is kind of weird for me because I don't know a whole lot. Um, my first experiences with astral projecting, dreamscaping, lucid dreaming were all accidental. When I was a child, I had bad reoccurring nightmares like over and over again about the same thing, and I really hated it. So I started teaching myself how to create my own dreams so that when I fell asleep, I would be in a good place and not fall into that nightmare, which it didn't always work, but for the most part, it helped me a lot growing up, and I think that's where I got a huge connection with spirit. And so, my first experience with astral projecting was when I was a small child as well. The first time I was really sick and I was laying in bed and I felt like I got up to go to the bathroom. Like it looked like I got up to go to the bathroom. I remember crawling, like coming back to my bed, but when I kind of like went back into my body, I felt it and I looked around and I was like still tucked into my bed and I still had to pee, and my door was still like shut, and I didn't remember, like, or not shut, but like cracked. It wasn't like open, like I just climbed back into my bed, you know what I mean? It was kind of halfway open or shut, and I was like, weird. And I still got up and peed, like I didn't go to the bathroom. It didn't make any sense, but I didn't question it because I was like 7. And then another time, my parents had this lady staying in our house, and she had cirrhosis of the liver or something like that. I don't know. She had wrong with her, but she was close to death, and she wound up dying the night that my experience happened. And I was really sick. I had an abscessed tooth, and I had this really high fever, and I was in a lot of pain, and I felt like I was gonna die. And I'm laying on the couch, like watching a movie or something, like really sick, and I hear this lady crying, like she was in so much agony and pain. And I remember wanting to go see her in her room, or in the room that she was in, which was actually, I think, my room. And I, I remember like being up, but going into her room and kind of just being around her for a minute, but then I like felt something weird and like looked up, and I was still on the couch, and I was like, whoa, I must be really sick. I'm like hallucinating, like I need to go to sleep. And then after that, I had a bunch of weird dreams. Um, and my third experience, which was as an adult, um, I had been in kind of a bad relationship, and the day that that relationship ended, I remember laying there, and I don't know what I was doing. I was just concentrating really hard on what I should do with my life. I was now going to be a single mom and have to start all my life all over again. And I was just concentrating on that, concentrating on everything. And I remember looking up, and I'm looking down at myself. Um, and it was really strange. And I don't remember how, like, feeling myself go back into my body, but I remember looking down at myself and kind of just feeling really strange. And then, like, I wound up in this place where this lady was in this big red hall, and she was telling me something, but I couldn't understand what she was saying. But I knew that what she was saying, there was like great importance to it, and she was giving me all these like secrets to life, or my life, or something. And then I like remember waking up, and I started falling back asleep, but I wasn't completely asleep. I was like half in and out of consciousness. But this is before I started really meditating or anything like that. I was just really relaxed and calm. And I heard a voice tell me some information that came in handy later on. I'm going to tell this part in another story later, so if you subscribe, you'll find out about it later. But then I met my twin flame. Well, not met, but got in a relationship with my twin flame. And we started doing this like kind of telepathic thing where we would send each other messages like in our head and kind of know like if one of us was in distress or really upset or hurt. We would kind of just feel it, like what he, we would get the gist of what the other one was feeling or saying if we really needed to get in contact with each other, because at the time he didn't have a phone, and I sometimes had problems with my phone. So that was crazy in itself. And then I, a couple times, felt like I wanted to go be with him when I was sleeping, and I felt myself like with him. We were somewhere together, sleeping in another type of dimension. Um, I don't know how to explain it, but I know I felt it once or twice for sure. And another thing that happened is we had already kind of been breaking up and on and off, and like we don't know what we're doing, like going through that runner chaser dynamic. And I had a very strong feeling that I needed to see him one night, and I did. But, astral projecting, like, it was pretty far distance. It's about 25-30 minutes from my house. And I saw him holding a girl. And I went to his house and just was like, hey, I went around 1 o'clock. I think that girl had just left, or maybe left like early in the morning or something. But I called him out on it, and he was like he knew that I'm strong and I'm powerful, and but that just blew his mind that I saw him. Like, I even described the fucking girl to him. I described where they were laying. Like, yeah. So we wound up breaking up that day. Because that was like, you don't know what you want. But anyways, we're back together now and everything's great, and he's not a player. It was just, we were like running away from each other and crazy madness. But now I'm kind of having trouble astral projecting. I know this is a long video and I am freaking wrapping it up, but I am having a little bit of trouble astral projecting, and I've had all those experiences, but now my twin flame is here with me, so I can't like really go see him. And my other astral projection experiences were all of like without me even trying, and I've been watching all these videos about astral projection. I get really close. Like, I got stuck like the other day, half in conscious. I got stuck. Like, my boyfriend had to like come snap me out of it. Like, he came home from work and I'm like, and that's not the first time that's happened to me. That happened like the day before me and my twin flame got together. I was meditating in the bathtub and almost passed out, like, and got stuck. But I wasn't trying to astral project then. I was just trying to maybe reach him. Um, I don't know. I was just really stressed out, and then I got really super relaxed. But do you have any advice for me, YouTube? Like, is there something that maybe people are missing in these videos? Or do you have any cool astral projection experiences that you want to share with me? Or have you been going through trials in your twin flame or regular relationship, like I said before? Like and subscribe. I love you guys. You're the best. I'm sorry if my videos kind of suck sometimes. I am going to totally get a tripod for my phone and maybe get a like professional grade camera. But yeah, thank you. Love and peace. Like and subscribe. Bye.